Hey everyone, welcome back to the Socially Awesome channel. I am so excited to be bringing you someone special today, Aimee Glass. She is coming with us to speak about her female entrepreneur journey. She is in the same coaching program as me, and you hear me reference that all the time. So I've gotten to know Aimee a little bit in the coaching program, and I really am excited to share her story with you. So thank you so much for being here, Aimee.
No, that's not a problem. I'm coming live from Australia, so it's amazing that we can connect.
Yes.
And technically, I'm in the future.
Yes, she's in the future. She's in the future, and y'all, it is 6 a.m. where she's at. So you give her creds for being on this call at 6 a.m. right now, because she looks damn good for it being 6 a.m. Okay, because I'm looking rough today, and I looked way more rough at 6 a.m. So we're just gonna go there. But let's start out. I'd like to start out asking you a little bit about, how did you get into entrepreneurship? What sparked this role for you?
Well, it was kind of so probably the quickest way to explain it is that I have a rare degenerative muscular dystrophy. So as I get older, being in the corporate world is something that's probably not going to be feasible at the moment. I have found a brilliant place to work, and that accommodates my condition, whereas before I wasn't. And that basically was like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm getting to an age where my doctors are like, you can't really be working full time. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I don't want to rely on government assistance. I want to still contribute. I joined, I'm in the police force in Queensland, and as a civilian officer. And so I'm all about serving the community. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? How can I do that in a place where I can be from home or be wherever I need to be? And a friend of mine introduced me to a company, and I sort of gone from there, but realized I'm not really a salesperson. I'm not someone that can sell products unless they are really good, and I'm happy to recommend things, but I'm more of a teacher, a coach. I want to share. I want to help others is more my thing. Like I love helping people. I'm always the first person to jump in if anyone needs help. So that's why.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And, I have a large group of women in my audience that started in network marketing. And I'm assuming that, you said that your friend introduced you. I'm assuming that's a network marketing company. But that's one thing that I'm constantly pointing out in my content, is that network marketing can be a piece of your puzzle, but you really want to find, what is your journey? What are you made to do? And I love that you recognize that so quickly, by saying, I'm really a coach. I'm really someone, I want to help people. So tell me a little bit about, and I don't necessarily want to ask you too personal. So if whatever's too personal, you let me know. But like, what are some of the challenges you've overcome as an entrepreneur? And I know you've talked about a little bit about the challenges you had in the corporate world, and they might not be the same. They could be the same challenges, but I have several ladies in my audience I know that I've had conversations with at least this week that are like, I just can't, I'm stuck. I'm burnt out. I can't get past this. Every one of them has the same challenge, but different circumstances. So what is a challenge that you've really overcome to dive into your entrepreneurial journey?
Finding time and challenging. Like, so with my condition, I've got mobility issues and I've got fatigue and a whole bunch of other things that comes with it, but it's the fatigue and trying to get everything done, but also learning. I've gone from not being online at all, because I wasn't really supposed to be online, to suddenly being online, and it's a challenge, and trying to understand everything. But you have your ups and downs, and I think when you're trying so hard, it's when you put so much pressure on yourself to get a result, that's when things start to crumble. And I've been having like little mini meltdowns, because I just feel like I need to be like way above where I need to be, and I'm just like, no, stop comparing yourself, stay in your own lane, and just keep moving forward. So that's probably the biggest thing, overcoming that. And the negative self-talk is the biggest probably thing with the imposter syndrome that comes with it. That's something that I've been working on for the last probably 6 months and really intensively working on. And since really getting into that, I'm able to go, you know what, I'm not feeling like doing reels today, so I'm not going to push myself to do it and get frustrated and get upset. I'm just going to put that to the side and I'll do something that I know I can do today. So it's having that, getting that confidence and getting out of that, I need to compare myself with everyone else and all that, and staying in your own lane kind of thing. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm still overcoming, but overcoming at the moment.
And that is so real. It is so real, and it's real for everyone. And I say everyone, I mean, there are women out there with a very strong mindset, and I'm sure they don't compare, but the majority of women do, even if they're not an entrepreneur. And we're subconsciously wired that way. So making ourselves conscious of it and working on that. And it's so easy to get wrapped up in it and social media, because you don't know what chapter that person you're comparing yourself to is in. You might have started this a year ago and you're comparing it to someone who's been doing this for 10 years. So it's really, I understand it. I empathize. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm constantly comparing, and it's something that I'm just working on every day through affirmations and gratitude and mindset work. And I didn't realize how much of that was needed. And I love that you have come up with a system that works for you, as in, I'm going to put this to the side instead of getting frustrated and ready to quit, and move past it. So I absolutely love that. So tell me a little bit about, you said at the beginning that, you know, you've been in the health and wellness space and now you're getting into the coaching space. What are you coaching on? How can people work with you? Who are you serving? What are you doing with them?
So I'm a big believer in natural health, but especially mindset. And so it's all connected realistically. When you really think about, especially with gut health and mindset, like with your mental health, I've suffered mental health throughout my life. I am exposed to it in my job consistently, not only with frontline workers, but with the people that criminals or victims. We see mental health so significantly, and we also see a lot of people who are burnt out, a lot of people that are stressed, and all these kinds of things. And there are so many natural ways or easy ways that people can put into place that can help them from being burnt out and feeling better, and stop the surviving, just getting up every day, doing what you need to do, and repeat, and getting into that daily feeling like you're a hamster on a wheel and never be able to get off. Little things that you can do that eventually build up to big things that make massive changes. And yeah, I see it all the time, and I was seeing it in myself like 12 months ago, or probably a little bit more now. I was in that rut. I didn't think I could do anything else. I didn't think I could get another job or move on or do anything amazing like this, or I could actually even help people. Why wouldn't people listen to me? But then a few people and some doctors are like, you should write a book, you should talk about, especially about your journey and all these kinds of things. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just started doing lives. I just jumped on and started talking, and people started responding, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is something I could actually do. People are actually listening. So yeah.
I love that. No, I love that. And I mean, I know you're a disability advocate also. I mean, you're constantly advocating for people. And of course, that's close to my heart. I'm also an advocate I have a child on the autism spectrum. My audience knows that, you know that. And I love that part too, because that just shows how much of your heart is in it. There's so much more than just a business, right? You've found a way to do something. If I've heard a quote before that if you find something that you love, you don't work a day in your life. And you are doing that. You are building that. And I love watching you grow and you build it. And it's inspiring. It's so inspiring. And so tell me a little bit about, I know you have a community called A Glass of Natural Health and Wellness, right? So tell me a little about what you do in that community, because I would love to invite my audience, with your permission, of course, to join you in that group. What can they expect in there? Because I'd love for them to get in there.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything, in the fact that I give you a little bit of everything that you kind of need in your everyday life. So Monday, I go live every Monday and do Mindset Monday. So I give you some positive, inspirational, motivational quotes for the week, depending on what theme it is for the week. Tuesday, I do some healthy recipes. I'm also a big advocate of the anti-inflammatory diet because of my condition, and I know that how reducing inflammation in the body can help with so many conditions. So I'm a big advocate for that. So all the recipes I put in on my in my group are around the anti-inflammatory diet, but I also give options for people that aren't following it as well. Wednesday, Wellness Wednesdays, I go live and I talk about just natural ways to improve your health and general being. And then the rest of the week is either something inspirational or a chat with someone else, or so it's all about uplifting, providing information, giving you something to look forward to or something to chat about, and just make you feel better, basically. And
Right, you're providing that safe space for people to be able to come and connect without judgment, be motivated. I love that. That's awesome. So I know you've got some kind of event or something that you're planning, and I know you haven't released details on it yet, so I'm not going to spill any beans here, but there's some sort of event that you're planning, and I want my audience to know a little, just dangle the carrot a little bit for them.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I did my first launch because I'm, pardon me, because I'm fairly new in this space. I did my first launch, which was negative self-talk booted camp, and it's all about reducing your negative self-talk. So I did that and got a really good response. And so I saw that a lot of, especially women, like, we put ourselves absolutely last on the list. We are constantly looking after everyone else. And then the self-care normally is nothing. We're lucky to brush our hair, brush our teeth, put some moisturizer on our face. That's probably as good as we can get. But especially with Christmas coming up and the silly season, I don't know if you call it silly season over there, but like over here, because it's summer, we're out where there's so many events and the self-care just definitely doesn't happen. And by the time New Year's rolls around, I'm normally burnt out. So I'm looking at doing the easiest, simple, very minimal time commitment self-care tips to prevent the burnout in the new year. So that's what I'm working on.
I love that.
Happening in the next few weeks. Definitely.
I have no idea what silly season is. I'm assuming that's like Christmas time.
Yeah, it's all Christmas time.
Okay,
so,
I'm like, what is the silly season?
And then called the silly season
over there.
Yeah, we call it the silly.
How much I know about geography, right? Because it's not from to. Wow. Okay.
We're about to go into summer. Yeah.
I live in Mississippi, so we have two seasons. We have very, very hot, and then it freezes for a minute, and then hot, and then freezes for. But I did not think about it being summer over there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be summer. We're having a very unusual, especially for Queensland, because we're tropical, and and it's cool for this time of year. Like it's bizarre. We're all like, what is going on with this bipolar weather? Like yesterday,
it must be a global thing.
It's mental. It's driving all of us mad because we normally have, especially in Queensland, we have about 6 to 8 months of summer, and then we'll get like a very mild winter. It doesn't snow here at all. Or it snows in one part of the state that's really close to the border, in a colder state. So, but it's very rare that it snows there. And so we're all beach. I live near the water. It's all tropical Queensland.
Nice. I live very close to the water too, but it unfortunately does not look like that. So this is my inspiration. This keeps me motivated. Well, I am so thankful for having you today. I really want my audience to learn from you and just connect with you. So if you are listening or watching, depending on where you're seeing this or hearing this, make sure you check the comments and the show notes so that you can get all of Aimee's info. I will link her handles in there that you can connect with her URL to her group so you can join and you can be ready to jump in with her on her self-care event that's going to be coming up. I'm excited about it for you, and just learn and grow and be a part of Aimee's community too. So thank you so much, Aimee, for joining me. And is there anything else you would like them to know, or anything I forgot to mention about you and what you do?
No, yeah. It is kind of funny what I do now because of what I do during the day. It's because of my job, but I love it. I just love helping and serving, and especially people that are in a rut or just not feeling like, if you can't look in a mirror and love something about yourself, we need to talk, because I suffered that for a very, very long time. And I know how much it affects not just your mental health, but your full physical health.
Right.
And no one deserves to be unhappy.
No.
You've only got one life. You need to live your best life.
Yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Make sure that you check out the show notes to get Aimee's info. Don't forget about our contest that we're always running. So take a screenshot, tag me. You can tag Aimee. Her username's below. Put it in your stories. Let us know that you saw this, where you saw this, so that you can get entered into Socially Awesome's contest that we run every single month. We give away prizes every single month. And then make sure to join me back for Quick Tip Tuesday. So I will see y'all then. Bye, Aimee. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. See ya.